Disk space errors can stop services, break updates, and cause systems to behave unpredictably. In this video, I'm going to show you the easy, reliable way to find what is using disk space and fix it step by step. Nothing advanced, nothing rushed. Now let's go to the terminal. So before we fix anything, we need to verify the problem. So we're going to use the command df-h, and we'll see how it's similar to this. It shows the file system, the size of the file system, how much is being used of it. And the percentage size tells us how full the disk is. Anything above 90% is typically a problem. In this example, the root file system is almost full. So if a user was to come to you and tell you that there was an error like no space left on this device, this is always the first command you would run. Now we can narrow down the problem with the command du-h max depth equal to 1. So it's just going to go one level below the root directory. And I don't have permission to do it. I'm going to use sudo-i to switch to root. Now that I am root, I'm going to run df-h again, just to confirm that we still have something 96% full on the root partition. So we're going to drill this down. We're going to use du, which means disk uses. We're going to use -h for human readable, and then double-max depth equals 1, which means we're just going to go down one directory. And we're going to do it on the root directory as a whole. And this helps you quickly decide where to focus instead of guessing. In this example, var is large compared to the rest of them, so we need to check inside of it. And we do that by running the command again. And this time we're going to do /var. And looking at this, we see that the log partition is the largest out of them. Typically in something like this, it'd be the log or the cache that are going to be the biggest. But this shows which subdirectory is growing. And disk issues are usually caused by log files, package catches, or temporary files. So what we're going to do now is we're going to check our log file size. We're going to do ls-lh/var/log. And LH shows file sizes clearly. Large logs often grow silently. This does not mean logs are bad, it just means that they're being unmanaged. So servers that run for months without maintenance often fail due to log growth. None of these logs are really too big, but I can go ahead and show you how to safely clear log files. And we clear log files without deleting the file itself. To do this, we're going to do sudo truncate -s o, then the log itself, and there is no output. This truncate empties the file. The file remains in place. Services continue logging normally. This is a lot safer than just deleting a log file. Package managers also store downloaded files. A very common command to run in any type of Debian system is sudo apt clean, and there's usually very little output, if any. But this removes cached package files. It does not uninstall any software, and it's really safe to run anytime, anywhere. This is a quick win when disk space is tight on servers. And after doing this, you always want to check disk space again. And as you can see, I'm still running at 90%. And it's still something in var. And it's still something in log. And I've kind of passed over it when I did ls-al last time. But it's pretty obvious that what's taking up the space. I have this very random disk field file that I made just to help simulate disk space being taken up. So now I'm going to remove it. So now if it gone, we'll verify the disk space uses by running df-h. And I'm back down to 17%, which is pretty common for this full server that I'm working on. This confirms that the problem itself has been resolved. Now the number one biggest mistake I see a lot of people make is deleting randomly. Do not go in and delete files blindly just to make space. Always identify what it is that you're removing so that you know that it's safe to remove. The second biggest mistake I see people make, and I made it at the beginning of this video, is not using sudo or not being root. Many disk issues are in system directories. So if you have a command that fails with a permission issue, go back and use sudo with it. The third biggest mistake I see people make is ignoring the root file system. Beginners often check their home directory only. If we had just checked the home directory in this video, we would have missed the root cause. Most disk emergencies happen in /var or on the root directory itself. So let's simulate a real world situation. A server stops accepting SSH connections. You log in via the console and see disk errors. So you run the df-h command. You see that something is filling up the root partition. It's 97% full. So then you check the root partition to see what's taking up space. We see that it's something on var. We'll check var. We'll see that it's something in logs. So we'll ls minus alrt var/log. And let me add an h to it so that it's human readable. And we see that syslog has taken up a whole lot of space, more than normal. So now we're going to truncate syslog, and we're going to run app clean just to be safe. Let me clear the screen so you see. Now I'll run df-h to confirm that it freed up the disk space we needed, and the service comes back online without rebooting. This exact process happens daily in a real IT environment. A small improvement you could do is set up a log rotation so logs do not grow unchecked. Linux includes many tools that do this automatically, and we will cover this in a later video, but do not add complexity to what you're doing just yet. Disk space errors can feel stressful, but they are predictable and fixable. Work through these steps a few times and it will feel natural. If this video helped, please leave a comment down below.